What's up guys, Jake here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to create your very own FreeNAS server. You will need a few things for this installation, one of them being a USB flash drive with at least 8 GB of storage. You will need 8 GB of RAM at least in the server, and then you will also need an SSD inside of the server as well. The first step is to plug your USB thumb drive into your Mac or PC. Then you're going to go into disk utility or other utility for your thumb drive. Then you want to go to it and then click on the erase button and just format it to whatever, and I'm going to name it FreeNAS just so I know which one it is, but you can name it anything you want. Then you can click on erase and it will start erasing. And once that's done, you can press done and then close out of disk utility. After that, you are going to want to open up a Chrome window and go to freenas.com or freenas.org. Either one, it will redirect you to freenas.org. Then once you're on the page, you are going to click on the download button. And then you will be redirected to this site. And then you are going to want to scroll down. And there is a button that says no thanks, just take me to the download page, so click on that. And then once you're there, you are going to press on the download button. Then it will start downloading. And so then now you can go over to etcher.io, but you can check out any of these tasks if you do want. But now we're going to head over to etcher.io. And so once you're here, I'm going to press on download for Mac OS. There is it for Windows as well, but you can also use UNet Bootin or other ones as well. But I've had some good luck with this one. Then you can open up Etcher, the DMG file, and then once that is mounted, you are going to want to take it and then drag it into your applications folder. That will copy, and then you can eject the Etcher DMG file, and then you can use Spotlight or go to your applications folder and then open up Etcher. Once you're there, you have to press on the pick file button and then just select the FreeNAS ISO file. And then here, if you have more than one USB plugged in and you want to choose which one, you can press on the change button here and you can select which one you want. So I'll select the one that I do have in there, and then you can press on the flash button, and then you will have to type in your password, and then now it is going to start flashing it. Okay, so that is just about done, and it says flash complete. And so then now we can close that out, and then we can unplug our thumb drive from our computer and then plug it into our server computer. Then we can boot it up and then boot into the installer. Now that we are in the installer, we can press on the install and upgrade button. And then I had less than 8 gigs, but you should have more if you want this to work. You press on OK, and then here you are going to press on the space bar on the drive that you want to install FreeNAS on. Press OK, then press on yes, and then you can create a password. Then you can either boot via UEFI or through the BIOS, and then it will start installing the OS. Now that it is all done, we can exit and press on reboot the system. And then once you have done that, it will shut down, and then you can unplug your thumb drive from your computer. And then now we can boot up our computer again, And then as you can see here, you should want to press on the enter, or you can let it automatically boot, and it will boot into FreeNAS. It should boot from your SSD. So now it is booted, and it will show you your IP address. I'm just going to blur that out. And so you can go to freenas.local, or the IP address, and then you will be brought to this page. You are going to want to type in root and then the password that you did create in the install screen. And so now we are in. And so if we go over to storage pools, you can add a pool. So we're going to create one, and I'm just going to call it Jake's pool, and you can add as many drives as you want, so I'll just add one for now. But as I said before, I am going to call this Jake's drive. Do keep in mind though, if I do try to do an apostrophe and a space, it won't let me. So I will have to get rid of that apostrophe and the space, and it is all set now. So now we do have the Jake's pool created, and then if we go to the AFP, which I use, or you can use SMB, and then you can press on the pool, press on save, and then press on the enable service button, so that way your pool will now show up when you do click onto it inside of Finder. You will need SMB to do Windows, and SMB also does work on Mac. Now I can create a user, so I'm just going to create one for myself. So it's Jake Brown, and then I will create a username which is case sensitive, and it can only be lowercase, and then I can create after creating my password. And then now we can head back over to the pool, and so then now we can add a data set. And so I will just call this dataset media backup. And so then I can press on save. And then now I am going to edit the ACL, which is the permissions. And so this is for all your users and stuff and groups. And so we're going to press on add ACL item. And then I'm going to select user, and then I'm going to type in Jake, so I can select that. And then I'm going to select on the full control button, and you can do advanced if you want to customize it a bit more. I'll leave it on full control and press on the save button. So now if I do head over to Finder, you will see there is FreeNAS, and I can press connect again, and then I typed in my password, and as you can see there's Jake's pool and media backup. So now if I do open up another Finder window, and let's say I head over to movies, and I want to copy the episode 4 of Tech Weekly, which if you did not see that, you should check that out. That'll be up in the iCard and down in the description. So I'll drag that over, and as you can see, it is going pretty fast. It does also depend on your Ethernet cables and if your switch, as well as what your computer does support, but mine does support gigabit, so I do have gigabit speeds. So now that that file is copied, I can exit out of that, and then this is the home screen, so it shows you your Ethernet, the in and out, the memory, the pool, CPU, and other information about your system. Here are the plugins, so I'll do it for Jake's pool. So as you can see, then if I want to install, let's say, the Plex Media server, I can install that, which is pretty cool. There's some other cool ones as well, like a Minecraft server or Homebridge, and there's a bunch of other ones as well from the community. So that's pretty much it, and this is the home screen of FreeNAS. Okay guys, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to hit that thumbs up button, as well as the subscribe button and that little bell notification icon that is right next to that, so that way you do receive notifications when I do upload, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.